To some people, to people with money, to people who fund political campaigns, that guns are more important than children. So at this moment, we ask for progress.
Emotional testimony on Capitol Hill as mass shooting survivors and families of victims urge lawmakers for stricter gun laws.
Plus, a California man is now facing attempted murder charges after he was found armed outside of the house of a U.S. Supreme Court justice.
And Governor Evers calls for a special session to repeal an almost 200-year-old law, while state Republicans say a debate on the matter won't even hit the floor. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
To the lawmakers who feel that we do not need stricter gun laws, let me paint a picture for you. My son, Zaire, has a hole in the right side of his neck, 2 on his back, and another on his left leg, caused by an exploding bullet from an AR-15. As I clean his wounds, I can feel pieces of that bullet in his back. Shrapnel will be left inside of his body for the rest of his life. Now I want you to picture that exact scenario for one of your children.
An emotional day on Capitol Hill as lawmakers heard testimony from survivors and families of victims of the most recent mass shooting.
They are urging Congress to pass stricter gun laws so that other families don't have to experience what they've been through. Skylar Henry has the latest from Capitol Hill.
I left my daughter at that school, and that decision will haunt me for the rest of my life.
Heart-wrenching testimony on Capitol Hill from the parents of Lexi Rubio, one of the 19 children, along with 2 teachers who were shot and killed at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas. Legislators also heard from Mia Cerrillo, who survived the massacre by smearing her friend's blood on herself and playing dead.
Do you feel safe at school? Why not?
Because I don't want it to happen again.
And you think it's going to happen again?
They were joined by Zanita Everhart, whose son was shot multiple times but survived the Buffalo Tops grocery store massacre.
Lawmakers who continuously allow these mass shootings to continue by not passing stricter gun laws should be voted out.
We will win! Congressional Democrats and gun control activists gathered near the Capitol ahead of planned House votes on broad gun legislation.
These bills are focused on gun violence prevention, and most important, they're focused on saving lives.
House Republicans say the Democrats' proposals, which include a ban on large-capacity magazines and raising the minimum age to buy a semi-automatic rifle to 21, violate the Second Amendment.
Let's focus on the root of the problem, but let's not take away the ability for people to defend themselves.
We're trying to get an outcome, guys.
A bipartisan group of senators continue negotiations on their own smaller bill, which could include enhanced background checks, incentives for red flag laws, mental health, and school safety provisions.
There are still details that we need to resolve.
Democrats say they hope to reach a deal by the end of the week. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Today, Attorney General Merrick Garland announced a team of officials who will spearhead a full review of police actions in the wake of the Uvalde, Texas shooting. Following the elementary school shooting in Texas, 4th graders from Middleton are raising money to donate to the school. Students put together baskets for a raffle and wrote letters to send to the staff and students at Robb Elementary School. They also sold raffle tickets and sold off items that they no longer needed. This all started the morning after the shooting in Uvalde, when students wanted to know what they could do to support the school thousands of miles away.
And we had already had a little idea of a kids' garage sale, and so we talked about making that a fundraiser. Like, let's just take the money we earn, instead of you getting it, that we'll just send that money. And so
the students have raised more than $3,000.
Well, some sun is on the way, but it won't stick around very long. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti on the weather patio has more. Gary?
Well, we've been underneath clouds, and they had showers much of the day today. Now the showers are starting to pull out, and skies are clearing out to the west. You can see this on visible cloud track. You can see how that clearing is working its way eastward. So skies should clear pretty quickly this evening, and the showers now pretty much into the Milwaukee area. There might be a sprinkler or two for the next hour or so, mainly from Madison eastward, but you can see how quickly those showers are moving off to the east. Low temperatures this morning because of the cloud cover only dropped into the middle 50s for the most part. And you can see temperatures right now here in Madison right at the low for the day of 56. But where there's sunshine out to the west, temperatures are a good 15 to almost 20 degrees warmer. In fact, La Crosse is 20 degrees warmer at 76 degrees. So getting the clear skies in here tonight will actually make it a little cooler. Low temperature will drop to 52. But having the sunshine tomorrow will make us a little bit warmer with a high of 76. Showers will be back though for Friday into the weekend. But next week looks to be much warmer. I'll tell you how warm it'll get in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. An armed man was arrested near the Maryland home of Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh early this morning. Police say the man was armed with a gun, a knife, and zip ties and said he wanted to kill Kavanaugh. 26-year-old Nicholas John Roski of Simi Valley, California, was identified in a criminal complaint charging him with the attempted murder of a Supreme Court justice. The justices have been provided with round-the-clock security at their homes amid concerns about violence as the court readies to issue an important ruling on abortion. Nearly a year after a House Select Committee formed to investigate the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol, tomorrow the panel will hold a hearing to reveal what it's calling explosive new information. The committee says it'll present previously unseen material. It will also hear from a U.S. Capitol police officer and a filmmaker who documented that morning. The committee consists of 7 Democrats and 2 Republicans who have interviewed around 1,000 witnesses now and received 140,000 documents in connection to the attack. At least 6 officers died in connection to the riots.
We owe it to the officers who lost their lives and the officers who were injured to tell that story and to ensure that this never happens again.
And you can watch live coverage of the hearing on CBS tomorrow at 7.
Governor Tony Evers is calling a special session to repeal a 172-year-old state law that criminalizes abortion.
I've said all along I'll never stop fighting to defend reproductive rights and safe legal access to abortion as long as I'm governor. And today I'm asking Wisconsinites in every corner of our great state to join us in making their voices heard.
The governor made the announcement at an event in Milwaukee today and called for the session to be held on June 22nd. A leaked draft opinion from the Supreme Court suggests that Roe v. Wade could be overturned. Governor Evers said that decision could be released in the coming weeks, and time is of the essence to protect reproductive care. The governor said he is calling the session because he believes families should have the choice to do what is right for them instead of having the decision made for them. Meanwhile, Republicans who control the state legislature say they will immediately gavel in and out of the governor's special session. In a statement today, Senate Majority Leader Devin LeMahieu said Wisconsin law has not changed and our pro-life position has not changed. But Democrats say they want to at least debate the matter.
And political reporter Will Kadili sat down with one of them and joins us with more. Will?
So for Madison's Representative Francesca Hong, it's an issue about health care. She fired back at Senator LeMahieu for saying that he would essentially do the minimum, simply gavel out the session.
It's cowardly they won't even debate the issue. This is about Wisconsin lives that are at stake. Abortion is health care. Reproductive health care is health care. This is about saving those lives to make sure that people have access to abortion care.
This is all ahead of an anticipated decision by the U.S. Supreme Court on abortion. If Roe v. Wade is overturned, Wisconsin's 1849 law would go into effect, banning abortions except for where the life of the mother is threatened. This has been par for the course for many of the special sessions that Evers has called, including some on gun control and police reform. Most of them have not even had a debate on any bills. We'll have more on that pattern coming up at 6.
All right, Will, thank you. A Sun Prairie woman has been charged in connection with a crash that killed a bicyclist early yesterday morning on Madison's west side. 42-year-old Okema Jones was arrested shortly after the crash on a charge of homicide by intoxicated use of a vehicle. Jones was in court today where the judge set a $10,000 cash bail. Jones is being held in the Dane County Jail on a tentative charge of hit and run causing death, which has not officially been filed yet. Local law enforcement officials have not yet identified the victim. Madison's Common Council has approved a massive redesign of the Metro Transit system. It'll feature more frequent services and direct routes, but longer trips to bus stops for some. The adopted plan includes 17 amendments greenlit by the city's Transportation Policy and Planning Board last night. The system now moves to the next step of implementation, a federally required equity analysis with a targeted implementation date of June of 2023.
Meanwhile, Metro Transit partnered with the Greater Madison Metropolitan Planning Organization to highlight transportation alternatives and the benefits of pairing bikes with transit buses. At today's event, MPO held a demonstration to teach the community how to use the bike racks on Metro buses. MPO says being able to put your bike on the bus is a nice backup if it's raining, if you're tired, or if you need to go further than you feel comfortable biking. Speaking of bikes, this is Wisconsin Bike Week. Organizers with the Wisconsin Bicycle Federation have been busy all week planning events across the state. One of the biggest messages that they're sending is that getting out and biking for even just a few minutes can make a big impact on your health. Events run through Saturday. They include morning and evening bike rides, group bike rides that are kid-friendly, and organized rides to different locations like breweries, parks, or movies. For more information on Bike Week and all of these events, visit our website, channel3000.com.
Gary has your latest forecast next at 5.
Plus, high gas prices continue to cause trouble for drivers. Why experts say price hikes could get worse before they get better. And later, summer vacation begins for many students this week at 6. A closer look at what you can do to support kids' mental health during their break from school.
And the 2-day win streak at Wall Street comes to a halt. The Dow falling more than 269 points. The Nasdaq loses 89. S&P 500 drops 45. And we'll be right back.
Like an eagle protects its head. We all need a rock we can rely on. To be strong. To overcome anything. To be unstoppable. That's why millions rely on the strength and financial guidance of Prudential to achieve their dreams. Who's your rock?
Before treating your chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, you're not the only one with questions about Botox. Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they even start, with about 10 minutes of treatment once every 3 months. So ask your doctor if Botox is right for you, and if a sample is available.
Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 92% of current users said they wish they talked to their doctor and started Botox sooner. Plus, right now, you may pay $0 for Botox. Learn how AbbVie could help you save on Botox.
We're not just massage envy. We're also facials that get your skin glowing envy. We're talking, dang girl, you look good kind of envy.
All right, tell me your secret and lunch is on me.
Because a regular massage envy facial routine is an amazing way to look better. Massage envy facials, where better begins.
When we needed new doors and windows for our home, we were looking for someone we could trust.
We've done the bargain brand windows.
What we loved about Next Door and Window is that they were different.
We really loved their educational approach.
Call 844-600-NEXT. 50% off your installation.
Most senators couldn't tell you the cost of a gallon of milk. Thanks, Ruben. Or how much beef has gone up this year. But I'm not like most senators or any of the other millionaires running for Senate. My mom was a teacher and my dad worked third shift. I know how hard you work. And I know that by bringing manufacturing home, we create jobs and we lower costs. If we want to change Washington, we got to change the people we send there. I'm Mandela Barnes and I approve this message.
Tonight at 6, we'll tell you about a local dairy farm that donated over 35,000 pounds of food to Second Harvest Food Bank today.
And see how students from a local elementary school are reaching out to families in Uvalde. Join us tonight at 6.
News 3 Now, winner of 18 awards of excellence from the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
We'll continue to strive for excellence every day to bring you the area's best local news coverage. News 3 Now.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
New developments in the case of Larry Nassar, the former team doctor for USA Gymnastics, is serving an effective life sentence for sexually abusing hundreds of athletes. Survivors are now demanding more than $1 billion in damages, claiming that the FBI's failure to protect them was a dereliction of duty. They include Olympians Simone Biles, Allie Raceman, and Michaela Macaroni. The agents involved were either fired or retired, but the DOJ never prosecuted anyone.
So you have not only the cover-up, the hypocrisy, but this double standard. And it smells like dirty cops trying to protect dirty cops.
The Justice Department said last month it would not pursue criminal charges against former agents who were accused of giving inaccurate or incomplete responses during the Inspector General's investigation.
Gas prices continue to climb, with some drivers now paying over $6 a gallon, and experts warned it could get even worse in the coming months. Elise Preston explains.
Across the country, Americans are paying nearly $5 for a gallon of gas. In 13 states, drivers are shelling out even more.
I think it's going to get worse before it gets better, and everyone needs to brace for that.
If I see it hit $6, that's it.
In California, the average price for a gallon of regular is well above $6 at $6.37, despite the sticker shock.
Too damn high. It's ridiculous.
Americans are still hitting the roads for summer travel. Oil analyst Tom Clozo warns the hikes are not slowing down.
July is anything goes.
There is fear gas prices could skyrocket even higher as hurricane season ramps up. A powerful storm could wreak havoc on the country's already stressed refinery capacity.
I think a hurricane really alters the calculus. Then you get into the $6 to $7 a gallon range.
On Capitol Hill, Republican lawmakers are calling on the administration to do something.
Gas prices are exploding, and they are driving a lot of the inflation. And if there's anything that gets the American people's attention, it's the price for a gallon of gas.
While testifying before the Senate Finance Committee, U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said while the U.S. can't fully insulate itself from global economic issues, getting inflation under control is a top priority. Elise Preston, CBS News.
The World Bank yesterday warned most countries are likely headed toward a recession. It pointed to the potential of so-called stagflation. That's a mixture of low growth and rising inflation. It tends to hit developing countries the hardest.
Let's get a look at your certified most accurate weather now. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canolti. Gary?
Kind of a soggy day today. We had a lot of rain and a couple of thunderstorms, but you can see where the heaviest precipitation was, mainly north of Madison. A broad swath of about 1 to 2 inches of rain from between Prairie du Chien and La Crosse, eastward through the Dells area, and then up into east central portions of the state, just south of Fond du Lac. From Madison southward, the amounts are less, mainly in the half-inch to an inch range directly south of Madison, and over southwestern and southeastern portions of the state, the amounts are more in a 1/4 to a half-inch range. But you can see the last of the showers really starting to die out. There are a few sprinkles up here, and you can see even those have started to diminish over the last hour or so. The steadier rain now moving through the Milwaukee area out into Lake Michigan, and a little wider radar perspective shows a couple of sprinkles up in the northern part of the state, but these are generally instability showers that have popped up because they've had some sunshine up here, and temperatures have been quite a bit warmer than they've been in the southern part of the state. But as soon as the sun goes down, those showers will start falling apart. So by the time they reach us, I think they'll pretty much be over with. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Look for sunny skies to return for tomorrow. High temperatures, just getting the sunshine alone will get us back into the mid-70s. Shower chances return Friday, off and on through Monday of next week. There'll be a couple of thunderstorms in there, but not a continuous rain. Most of the time, the chances for rain are going to be somewhere in the 30 to 50% chance, so much of the time it'll be dry. And then we're still looking for a big warm-up next week, starting on Tuesday and lasting probably through next weekend at least. Temperatures will be in the mid to upper 80s. The rain chances actually go down. Humidity will be high for Tuesday, but then a slightly drier air moves in for the rest of next week. And that'll keep temperatures warm, but comfortably warm. Not having the humidity doesn't really warm us up that much. But you can see how those temperatures really start to climb into the mid to upper 80s for next week. Weather track, you can see what was left of Tropical Storm Alex moving out in the Atlantic Ocean. But as for some reason, we've got those graphics in there. Let's go here. You see the cloud cover, the difference it has on temperatures. 50s across southern Wisconsin, 70s to near 80 degrees over northern parts of the state. That's what I mean by the instability instability showers up here just because of the fact that it's quite a bit warmer. To the west, temperatures are mainly in the upper 70s, very comfortable. The humid air is down to the south and east, down toward the Ohio River. There's a severe weather threat there, but the rest of the upper Midwest actually look pretty comfortable. Jet stream still sagging to the south. That's been the trend so far this week, keeping our temperatures on the cool side. But there are signs that this weather pattern is going to change. This weather system moving toward the Pacific Northwest will eventually start to head up into the western portions of Canada. And as it does so, it'll start pulling the jet stream northward and allowing heat to start building across the southern part of the country. But right now, it's the clouds that we have to get rid of first. To the west, again, the skies are clearing. Temperatures are quite a bit warmer, mainly in the 70s to near 80 degrees underneath the cloud cover, mainly in the 50s. But as you can see on future track, just how quickly those showers move out. We'll see sunshine for tomorrow. Then the next chance for showers will arrive on Friday. So for tomorrow, look for skies to be mostly sunny. It'll be mild, high temperature at 76. On future track, again, skies clear out overnight. Low temperatures dropping to the lower 50s. Tomorrow, lots of sunshine, high temperatures in the mid 70s. But tomorrow night, the clouds start coming back in. A slight chance for a shower overnight, and then a chance for a shower or a thunderstorm on Friday. But you can see how widely scattered they are. High temperatures in the middle 70s. Rainfall amounts very spotty. Some areas could pick up over a ½ inch in a heavier thunderstorm. Other areas could stay mainly dry. And as we look at the 7 to 10 day forecast, those temperatures climb to around 80 by Monday with almost daily chances for rain. But next week, you can see warmer weather and much less in the way of rain chances, highs mid to upper 80s. As we check out first warn traffic, here's the view of the Beltline at Park Street. Traffic moving in both directions, but still pretty heavy. We're seeing some delays eastbound on the Beltline from around Monona Drive back to near Verona Road. Westbound, the delays pretty much confined to Fish Hatchery Road to Park Street. Right now, 24 minutes on the eastbound Beltline from University Avenue to the interstate, 17 minutes going back in the westbound direction. Heading out of Madison, the usual travel times from the Beltline to Janesville on I-3990, from Middleton to Sauk City on US 12, and downtown to Sun Prairie on East Washington Avenue and US 151. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
All right, thank you, Gary. Coming up next, how pushing through injuries may be the wrong choice for your workout routine. That's just ahead at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
Maybe she could sell her house.
What could go wrong?
Like listing your house, then dealing with all the trouble, expense, not to mention closing costs. We Buy Ugly Houses can buy your house fast for all cash as is with no hassle. Call or click to sell quick.
When President Trump called for a southern border wall, I didn't just agree. I built him a prototype.
Tim Michaels, endorsed by President Trump.
Now, instead of building the wall, Joe Biden's rolling out the red carpet for illegal immigrants. Totally, completely, utterly incompetent.
Conservative Tim Michaels, endorsed by President Trump.
For illegals, no driver's license, no benefits, no tuition. There's nothing racist about enforcing our laws. And when I'm governor, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
As of 2022, TSR Concrete Coatings has coated nearly 11 million square feet of concrete, and we've completed over 15,000 jobs. If we haven't met yet, I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings, and here we transform your old, cracked garage floor from this to this in just one day. We don't just coat over your old concrete. We grind it down, apply our base coat and chip, and then seal it with our own proprietary sealant that will never chip or peel. And our floors are ridiculously easy to clean. All of our coatings are covered by our exclusive lifetime warranty, and we have our own in-house team ready to answer any questions you may have before and after your install. To learn more or get your new floor, visit the website or call us at the number shown below today.
One day floor.
Hey, this one's free. Car in front of you, pay for it.
The best things in life are free.
This is the greatest day of my life!
Just wait till she hears about free installation from Feldco.
Free installation?
Free installation on windows, siding, doors, and roofing. Plus, no interest until 2024. That's something to get excited about.
Free installation ends soon. Call now.
Quality windows, siding, and doors. Call 866 for Feldco.
Everything's so expensive, it's stretching our family thin. It never used to be like this. It's tougher on us to make ends meet because America's too dependent on China, and Ron Johnson's making it worse. He voted against cracking down on China with tougher trade deals and voted for tax breaks to corporations shipping jobs overseas, and even refused to punish China when it manipulates its currency. And Ron Johnson even defended shipping American jobs overseas. Senator Johnson, stop making it easier on China and tougher on us.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
These guys will buy our house without even seeing it.
Online buyers make offers that seem attractive at first, only to lower or cancel at the last minute. We Buy Ugly Houses won't reduce or cancel our firm cash offers before closing. Call or click to sell quick.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
We have all heard the phrase, no pain, no gain, but some types of pain are not normal to experience during your workout.
A new survey finds many Americans keep exercising through injuries, and that makes things worse. Michael George has more.
Jen Jordan is active. The 39-year-old teaches spin and weightlifting, but was experiencing knee pain during her workouts.
I love fitness. It's a really big part of my life. So I honestly was getting a little bit nervous. Like, what if I'm going to have to, take a few months off or that kind of thing.
A new survey from Orlando Health finds nearly 1 in 5 Americans has pain while working out and works through it rather than resting to heal. Sports medicine physician Dr. George Elderi says it's not always no pain, no gain.
A sharp stabbing, discomfort, or clicking, snapping pain, things that are not allowing you to get your range of motion to complete the exercise, that's not something that you want to continue to work through. They could be little minor strains and they may get better, but if they don't get better and you continue to work through it, it could get worse or it could last much longer.
Dr. Elderi says getting better doesn't always mean surgery.
There's other soft tissue problems and joint mechanic problems that we see on a day-to-day basis that can be fixed non-surgically. And some of that is as simple as exercises to do at home, getting in with the right physical therapist. There's certain injections that we can use.
Jen admits she was hesitant to have her knee looked at because she was afraid she would need surgery.
There's not a lot of damage to my knee. It was just kind of the way my kneecap was. So he gave me some different exercises and stretches to do. And a lot of it was I wasn't properly stretching before and after activity.
She still has a little bit of pain, but it's better since she saw her doctor. Michael George, CBS News.
Doctors say other non-surgical options besides PT and home exercises for certain injuries can include injections to reduce inflammation and promote healing, like corticosteroids and platelet-rich plasma. We're back with a final check of your First Warn forecast in just a minute.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast, News 3 Now at 5.
Your John Deere is here. Get yours during our Green Tag sales event. Get your new full-size, mid-size, or HPX Gator with 0% for 36 months. Get a John Deere now and
power up at Sloan's.
Get your Gator running. Test drive one today at Sloan's.
Refresh your home's exterior with 11% off everything now at Menards. Reveal the true beauty of wood with Pittsburgh Paramount Advanced Stain and Sealant in 1. It provides enhanced UV resistance and waterproofing protection. A gallon is $34.98 after 11% rebate. Add a stunning accent to your home with Novik siding panels. They replicate the natural beauty of stone and they're easy to install. Just $345 a square foot after 11% rebate. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
At McGann Furniture in Baraboo, we know that hardworking people want the most value for their money. When you shop at McGann, we've already sorted out and selected the brands that we feel offer you the most bang for your buck. From young couples just starting out to senior citizens, we offer a huge selection at prices that will fit your budget. Plus, most purchases include free delivery and setup. And remember, at McGann, we don't raise our prices only to lower them later for a sale. Discover the difference at McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo.
Trust your feet to Morgan's shoes.
Birkenstock, a trusted name you've come to know, is back in stock. Birkenstock is footwear built for adventure, all-day play, and even an effortless wedge. A new heel with the same great feel. With nearly 250 years in the fine art of shoemaking, choosing Birkenstock means choosing the best in quality, comfort, and craftsmanship.
Comfort with style. Trust your feet to Morgan Shoes.
Morgan Shoes, Hilldale.
Joe Biden opened America's borders, increasing the flow of deadly drugs into our communities. Last year, over 105,000 people died of drug overdoses in America. Biden's putting our children and families at risk. Ron Johnson is warning everyone that drug traffickers are adding fentanyl to counterfeit pills, and it only takes one pill to kill. Please tell your children and support law enforcement.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Why is the water park capital of the world always a good time? There's always something new. There's always something big. There's always something fun. This way, that way, and every which way. Who says you can't always get what you want? You want water slides? You want roller coasters? You want go-karts? They're all right here. As always, in the mood for a road trip? Just jump on the freeway. It's time for a getaway. Just head this way. Our door is always open. The most fun per square mile? It's always Wisconsin Dells. Go to wisdells.com and plan your trip today.
Your John Deere is here. Get yours during our Green Tag sales event. Right now, get 0% for 84 months on a 1 Series. Get a John Deere now and
Power up with Sloan's.
run with a 1 Family Series. Test drive one at Sloan's.
Harry Potter fans, you won't need a magic wand to own a piece of the fictional wizard's history. Now on sale. You do need some deep pockets, however.
Christie's in London is selling a first edition of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. The edition is one of 500 copies of the book initially printed back in 1997 and signed by author J.K. Rowling. Christie's says it's receiving offers starting at around $250,000. The private sale and auction runs through July 15th.
Let's write a book about our experiences here and sell it 20 years from now.
I don't think it's going to fetch, yeah, I was going to say, maybe a quarter. Gary, final check.
Oh, the clouds are starting to break up here in Madison. You can see the live view from the Edgewater sky cams. A few bugs on the camera there. That's a good sign. The rain's pretty much moving out of the Madison area over toward Milwaukee. Right now, the last of the shower is pretty much clearing the eastern parts of our viewing area. Temperatures still in the 50s here, but already in the 70s just out to the west. So our temperatures in Madison will probably rise about 5 to 10 degrees before they start dropping. Low tonight, 52. High tomorrow, 76 with more sunshine. Rain chances come back Friday through Monday, but warm next week.
Gary, thanks. We're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News.